Alright guys, so I'm going to go over pop quiz number 4 here. So the first question was to answer question 1 using a compound complex sentence. What this means is there will be 2 independent clauses. And at least 1 subordinate clause. And subordinate clauses come in 3 flavors. There are noun clauses, adjective clauses, and adverb clauses. And the only way to combine 2 independent clauses is with a semicolon or a comma followed by a coordinating conjunction. And those are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Fanboys. So this even tells you, you will get it wrong if you don't use a comma or a semicolon. So either you're doing a semicolon or you're doing this, but you also need to have one of these subordinate clauses. Here is my answer. Alright, so here is my answer. The speaker asked the tiger who its creator was, semicolon. Boom, it's compound. The implied answer is, and then here is a noun clause. This is a predicate nominative. That the creator is either God or the devil. I'll prove that this is a subordinate clause. Here's our subject, the creator, here's our verb, is. And this could never stand alone as a complete thought. It has to be a part of something larger, and it is. It is a predicate nominative in the sentence. The implied answer is. So there we go. That is correct. Number 2. We have to answer question 4 with a noun clause. Underline it. And I gave you a little tip here. If you start with Blake means, then you will have a noun clause that is a direct object. Let's take a look. Number 2, Blake means, subject, verb, and then here's our direct object. That the tiger is both beautiful and frightening in its markings, movement, and match of form to function as a predator. All of that is a noun clause. Done. Oh, and I know it's a clause because it has a subject and a verb. So the tiger, subject, is verb. Number 3. Answer question 7 in a sentence with an indirect object. Label the indirect object. So we have to answer this with an IO, and this is what we're going to see. We're going to see subject, verb, IO, DO. And here it is. Subject, he. Verb, gives. Whenever you have a question that asks you to use an indirect object, just use the verb give. It's going to lead to one, most of the time. Gives. The lamb. And then here are things that he gave. Life, food, clothing, gentle voice. These things are DOs. These are the things that he actually gave. They receive the action of giving. The lamb benefits. So this is our indirect object right there, the lamb. So here is the thing you would have to label, IO, right there. 4. Answer question 9 using at least 1 predicate nominative. And this tells you, make sure to answer the whole question. You can use more than 1 sentence to do so. So I used 1 sentence. I wrote a compound sentence that uses a predicate nominative. A predicate nominative is a noun after a linking verb. Here's a subject, the speaker. Here's a linking verb, is. Is a linking verb because I can replace it with an equal sign. I can say that the speaker is a child, but I can also say the speaker equals a child. If you use a linking verb, the only thing that can come after it, so this part, a child, is a predicate nominative or predicate adjective. If there is a noun after the linking verb, it is a predicate nominative. So here is our predicate nominative. Over here we have something else. Here's also a linking verb. The speaker equals or may equal. And this, though, naive, is not a noun. Naive is an adjective. This is a predicate adjective. So in this one sentence that is compound because it uses the semicolon, you see both subject complements. After a linking verb, if you have a noun, it's a predicate nominative. And over here, after a linking verb, if you have an adjective, it's a predicate adjective, which leads us right to question 5. Answer question 11 using at least one compound sentence that uses at least one predicate adjective. So if you actually answered question 4, that would also work for question 5, so that's kind of neat. So here we go. The speaker in The Lamb is naive and innocent. So here is the speaker, here's our subject. In The Lamb is an adjective phrase, so just ignore that. Is our linking verb. It's a linking verb because I can replace it with equals. The speaker in The Lamb equals naive and innocent. Naive and innocent are predicate adjectives because they are adjectives after linking verbs. And they link, the reason it's called a linking verb is they link back to the subject. They don't describe anything near to them. They go all the way back here to the subject. That's why they're also called subject complements. And then this sentence is also compound because see right here I have a comma and a fanboys, but the speaker in the tiger is aware of the world's complexity. The question asked a little bit more than that, so here's like a final sentence that actually finishes the question. The first accepts simple answers, the second sees that there are no easy answers to complex questions. The question also asked you to explain why why one of them answers the question, and that is thinking that you have all the answers is a sign of naivete and innocence. When you get more experience, you find out that the really tough questions don't really have answers, and that's kind of what the two poems are saying. Anyway, here are the actual grammar answers, and I'll kind of leave it here so you can freeze it if you want. I'd like to remind you that I'm not expecting you to copy these as your revisions. Make sure that you revise your sentences your own way. These are just examples of an approach to satisfy the pop quiz. And then before I shut this off, here are the questions one more time, and you can pause it here as well. All right, good luck.